Oh, hey, Cooking 1-5 here. Our kitchen may have burnt down, but that's not going to stop me from bringing you my next recipe. Sweet and tasty French toast. So we borrowed this here kitchen for a little while to get us by. Get ready to eat. Maximum flavor. Now, before we begin here with the sweet and tasty French toast, I want to stress the importance of getting name brand ingredients. Name brand ingredients, farm fresh eggs, and I'll give you a little tip. When you go to the grocery store, treat yourself. I got this sour sucker here. And you get your sucker too?
Yeah.
You think you got a big enough one?
The bigger the better. That's what it's for.
So anyway, we're going to get started here. Sweet and tasty French toast. My recipe is on cooking15.com. We put pictures on Facebook, Pinterest, and you can watch this video on YouTube once I get it up. So let's get started here. Give me some eggs out of the refrigerator. Alright. Farm fresh eggs, you'll notice on the recipe, I think we're using 12 eggs. I'm actually going to cut the recipe in half here since we don't have a lot of space. We're working with a smaller pan due to the size of our kitchen. There's one. Two of them. Oh. Kind of hard working down here. Give me a paper towel. Get on my level. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'll step that up there for you. Alright. Now as you can see, I got the 3 eggs. Give me some more eggs. Alright. Like I said, I'm going for 6 eggs here because we're doing a half recipe. Farm fresh eggs. Alright, now I'm also I don't normally follow a recipe. You know, most of these recipes are in my head, so I'm not even going to be doing any measuring today, but, you know, when you're learning the techniques and you're still new to cooking, just follow my recipe online. It won't do you wrong. So what I got here, I'm going to start off with a few little things. I'm going to use some fresh vanilla extract. And don't use that imitation vanilla. You're just not going to get that same flavor. I'm also going to put, I'm also going to put some, you can put whole milk. You can put half and half, or I actually like to use a little bit of heavy whipping cream. Now, we're not going to put very much in here. Just follow the recipe. And what this is going to do is, it's going to taste way better than when people using just regular old milk. But if you do use milk, it's okay too. Just make sure you use whole milk. What else we got here? Kosher salt. I always use a little kosher salt in there. And you could do either or. I'm going to do both just to kind of show you. Himalayan pink salt. Get some Himalayan pink salt in there. Fresh ground peppercorn. Don't use pepper in a can. You're not going to get the same flavor. You want to make sure you use some fresh ground peppercorn. Use just a little bit of nutmeg. And a little bit of allspice. Okay, that lid doesn't fit on there too good. Now, I like to, when it comes to cinnamon, I like to use name brand cinnamon, maybe some Saigon cinnamon, something like that. A lot of times I'll start with cinnamon sticks too. But what you got to do is you got to grind these down and that. And got some here. I've already done that ahead of time. Save time for the video. So I'm gonna put my ground cinnamon in there now. You'll notice on the recipe, I think it calls for like three tablespoons or something crazy. I mean, it sounds, you're just going to have to trust me on this one. I mean, we're going for maximum flavor, so we're going to be using a lot of cinnamon. You know what? We don't have any sugar in our kitchen. I thought I told you to equip this kitchen. Alright, so we don't have any sugar. What I'm going to do here, watch out. I got a little bit of butter in here. Now, you'll see, regular old butter. Actually, it's not regular old butter. What I got here is European style, extra creamy. Just put that in the microwave there. Give me a fork out of there. There should be a fork somewhere. I know. There, we got a fork. All right. Okay, and you can see in there that we mix this up a little bit. I like to start with a fork. You can use a whisk, but a fork will help get them yolks up. Okay, I keep that. Don't let the fork fall down in there. You make a mess all over the place. Okay, and well, that means our butter's done. So I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in there for flavor. Hand me that whisk. Then you want to use the whisk here. Now here's one of the biggest things I can tell you about cooking. When you go putting your bread in here, a lot of the seasonings, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, all that allspice, all that kind of stuff is going to get on the bread. And what you're going to find is as you go a little ways down, when you get a little down, you're going to realize there's less seasoning in your batter. And so you want to make sure you stir it around in between every piece of bread that you put in there. And if you get to the end, if you notice, it's getting a little less flavorsome, just go ahead. Don't be shy. Put a little more in there. Just treat yourself. You can't go wrong. Okay, another thing, while our pan's getting hot here, I want to talk about bread. Bread is going to be extremely important. You want to use name brand bread, maybe fresh bread you baked yourself. Don't use any of that cheesy bread, your generic bread. You're not going to get that same kind of flavor. What I got here is a country buttermilk. Country buttermilk, that's going to do you okay. Here I got a fresh Amish bread. Another thing you could do is Texas toast. Now, I got some bread. All it is thick sliced bread, Texas toast style. I got some of that. We get home, got to make a sandwich, kind of jumping in ahead of time. I got it for this video, but it's making a sandwich, and it was stale. The store sold me stale bread. That's right. Even though it was name brand, and that usually don't happen. I was gonna go up to the store and exchange it, but I was so heated in the moment. I mean, it's best I stayed here and calmed down. So anyway, another option we got here is cinnamon swirl. Cinnamon swirl. There's a lot of breads out there with extra flavor in them. Raisins. This one here is cinnamon and raisin. Again, you can make it yourself. I mean, this stuff right here is pretty good. The cinnamon and raisin's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as my cinnamon raisin bread, but it's alright. So go ahead and get you some of this. I think what we're going to do is, we're going to use one of each of those for the video here. That pan's still warming up there. Hand me that spatula. Okay, let me set that down here. I'm gonna tell you to start out here. I'm gonna go for the country buttermilk. Down here. It's pretty big size bread here. It's very soft. Kind of smells like buttermilk, for obvious reasons. I'll tell you what, you can make a good sandwich out of this. You can make good grilled cheese sandwiches. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Is that pan hot yet? Let's give it a few more minutes there. Anyway, I'm going to talk about some homemade bread recipes eventually. I think I released my whole wheat, honey whole wheat dinner roll. You can give that a try. It's fresh bread. It's not going to work for this. Don't try to make French toast out of that. You could. It's just, it's not really the flavor we're going for here. So, again, this is kind of settled. I'm going to mix this up a little more. Here. And that pan ought to be good and hot now. So, let's see if we can get started. Okay, so I got my bread here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dunk it in on one side for about 2 seconds. Flip it over. Get the other side. And I'm gonna, oh yeah, give me, where did the paper towels go? Right down there. Yeah. Yeah, my hands are a little messy. So while that's cooking, I'll tell you, what I did there was very important. I didn't dunk the bread in there too long. If you put your bread in there too long, it's going to get real soggy. A lot of people think, oh, hey, I'll soak my bread real good, get it sopping wet, get that bread sopping wet, and I'm here to tell you it's going to get soggy in the middle. It's not going to cook all the way through. You're really going to be disappointed. Just 2 seconds or so, kind of swirling around, 2 seconds each side will usually do the trick. If you're using a thicker bread, a drier bread, maybe you could go 3-4 seconds on a side. Let me see here. Oh, that was not good. Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do it. You did it. It's on camera. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, so anyway, once our bread's done here, you're going to want to get you a flour sifter, take some confectionery sugar, whatever they call that powdered sugar stuff, and just go around, sprinkle it on there, nice even coat. Now, some people will take a plate with their powdered sugar, and they'll try to lay the bread down in there. I'm telling you, you're asking for trouble that way. You're gonna get it wet. It's gonna blob up. You're gonna have big old crusty balls of powdered sugar. It's just not gonna work. So sift it on there. Put some fresh butter on there. European style butter is good. Regular butter is good. Some fresh Amish butter. Get some Amish butter. If you got a source. Syrup is very important. Maple syrup. You're going to want to use a name brand syrup, and you're going to want it to sound country. Maybe it's got the word log in it. Maybe it's got the word country in it. Maybe it's got the word butter in it. Just don't use any generics, and make sure it's got lots of sugar. Okay, well, I think this is done here, so we're going to get going. And let me see here. Yeah, that ain't working too good. So we're back with the French toast complete. Now, I don't know if we're going to leave this in. We might actually cut some of it out to kind of shorten the video down. A couple people, actually just one person, has been complaining about the length of our videos. But here, as you can see, I've already cut these a little bit. Me and my brother are going to share them. We got a French toast. We got, which ones? Which looks like this is our buttermilk, and here we got our country bread, Amish bread, and cinnamon raisin. Here, get you a fork. Here. All right, I'm gonna try this cinnamon raisin bread here. Oh man. You ever used a fork before? Okay. Now that's really hitting a spot right there. Next I'm going to try this Amish bread. Oh, wow. Mmm. Mmm. Man, that's pretty good. I'll tell you that. Now we got, this is the buttermilk. Get some more of that sugar on there. Get off of that. Wow. I'll tell you what, they're all three delicious. I can't even tell you which one I like better.
Yeah.
Man. Man. Probably gonna have to make some more, huh? Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoy our little video here. You know, we're determined. We ain't gonna let the Great Kitchen Fire 2018 get us down. One of our viewers let us use her kitchen. You know, we might try to do some filming outdoors, do some grilling. I mean, I don't want to cut into all the barbecue guys. You know, there's a lot of barbecue guys out there, a couple really good ones. I don't want to cut into theirs, you know, but yeah, you ain't got a kitchen, you ain't got a kitchen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides, my barbecue is probably better, but it's neither here nor there. Man. Well, you get the last piece. My recipe, I should get first pick and last pick. Alright, well, we're going to make some more French toast here. We'll see you with our next video. And I don't know if it's going to be lunch and learn. I think we got a couple lunch and learns we haven't released yet. And we're getting ready to start recipe number 3. But be sure to visit the website, cooking15.com. I think we're up to, 26, 27 recipes have been released. Thousands more coming. Slowly we'll get the videos on there too. So we're out of here.